Rex. Commander Rex is to this day the most recognizable of the clone troopers as a whole. As long-standing captain of the 501st Legion, Rex was promoted to commander in the final season of Clone Wars. Having served directly under and befriended Anakin Skywalker, Rex frequently displayed strategy and tactics on par with those of the future Sith Lord. Between his care for those under his command and his doubts about his future, Rex was one of the most independent-minded clones to live. It was thanks to this and his friendship with Ahsoka Tano that he was able to remove his inhibitor chip before Order 66 could take full effect. After that, he retired to the planet Selos alongside two close friends, who we'll see soon. Later in life, he fought alongside the rebels against the Empire, ultimately fighting in the climactic Battle of Endor. Unfortunately, the 501st Legion that he once led firmly stayed on the dark side, as we'll go over in a little while. Bacara. Commander Bacara was Marshal Commander of the Galactic Marines, an elite unit under Jedi General Ki-Adi-Mundi, trained personally by Alpha 17 as an ARC trooper. Bacara was known to be immensely harsh but fair to his subordinates, often showing an outspoken personality for their sake, something that's in direct contrast to Ki-Adi-Mundi himself, who only ever embodied the harsh part, but we'll talk about that when we get to Commander Jet. With an aggressive and no-nonsense leadership style, Bacara only hesitated for a single moment upon the issuing of Order 66. He executed Ki-Adi-Mundi on Megiddo and was likely a valuable asset to the Empire afterward. Wolffe. Commander Wolffe led the 104th Battalion, aka the Wolf Pack, under Jedi General Plo Koon. Known for his tactical skill and loyalty, he took part in many significant battles. Said battles included the rescue of General Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker, as well as the Battle of Korm, where he lost an eye to Asajj Ventress. Wolffe would go on to remove his inhibitor chip and retire to Selos with Rex and Gregor. Cody. Commander Cody led the 212th Attack Battalion under Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi, a disciplined and respected leader. Cody's relationship with Obi-Wan mirrored that of his close friend Commander Rex and Anakin Skywalker. Despite these connections, Cody executed Order 66 without hesitation, after which he worked for the Empire. However, in the Bad Batch, which will be discussed later, it's revealed that Cody became disillusioned with the Empire's tyrannical actions and ended up deserting. Crosshair. Commander Crosshair, before being promoted to commander rank under the Empire, was a member of Clone Force 99, aka the Bad Batch. Crosshair was genetically engineered with enhanced sight, thus his incredible skill as a sharpshooter and his name. While Crosshair was a ruthless and loyal enforcer of the Empire, unlike his brothers from the Bad Batch, he eventually went through an incredible redemption arc. Unable to capture his brother, demoted, and seeing the Empire's uncaring attitude toward clones when Commander Mayday was left to die, Crosshair began to have doubts about his allegiance. He went on to turn his back on the Empire and help his brother free all of the clones from Mount Tantiss. While this was a largely successful operation, as we'll see later, it was a move that would result in his capture, torment, and loss of his ability as a sharpshooter. Doom. Commander Doom led an unnamed battalion under Generals Tiplar and Tiplee, best known for his armor's color scheme and design being inspired by his namesake, Dr. Doom from Marvel Comics. Commander Doom was present during the infamous incident of Ringo Vada, the incident where Trooper Tup prematurely executed Order 66 by killing Tiplar, thus setting off the domino chain that led to an investigation of the inhibitor chips. Funnily enough, however, Commander Doom wasn't the only Marvel-inspired clone commander. Bly. Commander Bly led the 327th Star Corps under General Aayla Secura, with whom he developed a very close working relationship. Together they fought against droid armies across the galaxy, including on Quell, Maradin, and Felucia. Bly, however, was unable to resist the compulsion of Order 66, and had Secura shot in the back by the very troops that served under her for years. Afterward, Bly served as a stormtrooper commander under Darth Sidious's First Galactic Empire. Odin. Commander Odin led the 7th Legion of the 327th Star Corps under Commander Bly and General Aayla Secura. Trained by the Mandalorian Kyle Skatara, he served in covert operations alongside Omega Squad, which centered around counterterrorism. Commander Odin was one of the few clones who embraced Mandalorian culture due to his adopted father. Eventually, he grew bitter toward the treatment of clones. and deserted to join Kyle Scarada's efforts to free them from Empire control. Commander Appo was Rex's successor as the leader of the 501st following Order 66 and the Siege of Mandalore. As one of the first commanders of the new Empire, Appo was a valuable piece in the hunt for Jedi survivors. Though he survived Order 66 and served loyally under the Empire, Appo was eventually killed by rogue Jedi Roan Shrine during an operation on Kashyyyk. The 501st would survive him, however, with both a new commander and name: Blackout. Commander Blackout was a stealth and tactics specialist stationed on the planet Skako Minor during the Clone Wars. Unlike many other prominent commanders, Blackout's role was much more administrative in nature rather than directly leading troops in combat. He managed Republic forces, most notably in an operation to recover intel from a captured clone Echo. Blitz. Commander Blitz was one of the 4 ARC commanders who led Rancor Battalion as a team. Blitz's main task was the training of clone cadets on Kamino, where he prepared them for war according to the Republic standards. Blitz was one of only 2 ARC commanders who survived the Battle of Kamino, after which he was seen again in service multiple times. Colt. Commander Colt was the second of the 4 Rancor Battalion leaders. He had a very strong belief in the unity and brotherhood of the clones, which he made sure to drill into the heads of all the recruits. Unfortunately, Colt's most memorable moment is his tragic death during the Battle of Kamino, where he was simultaneously kissed and killed by Asajj Ventress. Hammer. Commander Hammer was the 3rd of the Rancor Battalion leaders, and one of the 2 who survived the Battle of Kamino. He went on to command Republic forces alongside Tiplar and Tiplee, due to which he was present for Tupt's inhibitor ship's malfunction incident. Havoc. Commander Havoc was the 4th and final of the ARC commanders who oversaw training operations on Kamino and defended it during the Separatist invasion. Unfortunately, he too met his end during the Battle of Kamino, falling to the fire of enemy battle droids. Bo. Commander Bo rose to his rank around the time of Order 66. 1 month into the Jedi Purge, Bo was a part of Appo's stormtrooper squad sent to Kessel. There, he and his fellow troopers saved Darth Vader from a batch of Jedi survivors who they gunned down, including Masters Justus Farr, Sui Choi, and Roblio Dart. Following Appo's death, Bo was the new commander of the 501st, which was known at this point as Vader's Fist. Clutch. Commander Clutch served the Galactic Republic as a commander in the forces of Generals Typhix and Tyr. After both generals were slain by insurgents on Thrusta, Clutch assisted Jedi commanders Cal and Pix until the arrival of Grand Master Yoda. He would go on to be a key player in exposing Senator Navi's treachery and personally arrested the traitor. Mayday. Commander Mayday was a veteran clone trooper who was stationed on the icy planet Barton 4, under the rule of the Galactic Empire. After a year in the harsh conditions of the planet, Mayday was sent on a mission alongside Crosshair to retrieve stolen Imperial supplies. Not only did this mission end in failure, the commander was caught in an avalanche. Determined to save his brother from his injuries, Crosshair dragged him back to the Imperial depot, only for Mayday to be denied medical assistance. This was the turning point for Crosshair, and the event that caused him to turn on the Empire. Devis. Commander Devis was leader of K Company, within the 327th Star Corps under Commander Bly and General Aayla Secura. Known and awarded for his bravery on Geonosis, Commander Devis cared enough for his fellow soldiers to risk his life for them. It wouldn't be until his contributions in the Battle of Altair 5, however, that he was finally promoted to the rank of Commander. Not long after this, he was dispatched to Orto as support for Jedi General Nembiz. In the ensuing battle, however, he'd go on to execute the general upon receiving Order 66. Dox. Commander Dox served the Grand Army of the Republic under Jedi General Ronhar Kim. On the planet Mercen, he reinforced Kim and his Padawan Tap Nar Pal against the Mercen pirates. Unknown to any of them, the entire situation was orchestrated by Palpatine, who feared Kim's plans to test the entire Galactic Senate for midichlorians. Overwhelmed by the droid-enforced enemy numbers, Dox and Kim gave up any hope of victory when even Tap Nar Pal was gunned down. With no options left but to fight to the end, Dox led his 9 surviving men into battle, where they were unceremoniously gunned down. Faye. Commander Faye served in the unit of Jedi General Quinlan Vos, who was infinitely aggravated by Faye's by-the-book and no-nonsense attitude. Originally dispatched to Seleucami and then Kashyyyk to defend them from the Separatist Alliance, Faye took control of the Republic forces in the chaos of Order 66. Before Faye could go on to destroy a Wookiee village, however, a wounded General Vos managed to strike him down. Phil. Commander Phil was assigned to the recently promoted Jedi Knight Nadar Veb during the Clone Wars. Alongside Nadar and Jedi General Kit Fisto, Phil infiltrated the lair of General Grievous himself. However, Phil met a rather unfortunate end, perishing at the claws of General Grievous's pet, Gore. Fox. Commander Fox was the leader of the Coruscant Guard during the Clone Wars. Stationed on the Galactic Republic's capital planet, Fox was never exposed to the tense conditions of off-world battle and war. Because of this, he never developed the level of independent thought that many other commanders did and remained fiercely loyal to the Republic. Fox's loyalty to the Republic was unerring, even continuing as an Imperial shock trooper after Order 66. Despite this, he ultimately met his end at the hands of none other than Darth Vader, after mistaking him for a Jedi and attempting to kill him in the Jedi Temple, a fate that was arguably worse than that of any other commander in the Coruscant Guard, though you can judge that for yourself when we reach them. Ganch. Commander Ganch was the leader of the 612th Attack Battalion, assigned to Jedi Master Bola Ropal and working closely with his Padawan, Tyson Zebek. On a search and rescue mission to the planet Ukio, Ganch fell victim to neural scrambling at the hands of a Confederate tactician known only as the Doctor. With his mind out of order and his violent impulses becoming harder and harder to control, Ganch ultimately made the decision to retire, both for his sake and those around him. Gree. Commander Gree was leader of the 41st Elite Corps under Jedi General Luminari Unduli. Having had a fascination with alien cultures from very early on in life, Gree was perfect for his position, which required long-term deployments to alien planets. Gree's most memorable moment, however, is his death. As he was on the planet Kashyyyk during the issuance of Order 66, Gree attempted to execute Grand Master Yoda himself. Unfortunately for him, Yoda sensed the attack and retaliated, beheading the commander instead. Jenks. Commander Jenks is best known for his technical skill and know-how. Jenks was present on Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi's mission to locate General Grievous and Count Dooku's hideout on the planet Rue, when their gunship crashed. Spending his time on the planet repairing their ship, Jenks went on to save Obi-Wan and Anakin, who had decided to pursue their mission on foot. Jet. Commander Jet was the leader of a battalion of flame troopers and special ops clone troopers during the Second Battle of Geonosis under Jedi General Ki-Adi-Mundi. Due to his role, Jet's armor was uniquely heat-resistant, as was that of his subordinates. His most notable act was burning Geonosians alive at Ki-Adi-Mundi's command, one of many acts that made Mundi to be known as the cruelest of the Jedi. Keller. Commander Keller was the leader of a special unit of clone troopers and galactic marines under Jedi General Sims and Kai Hudora, and Jedi Commander Noira Na. Upon receiving Order 66, Keller and his troops executed General Sims but were unable to capture Kai Hudora and Noira Na, even after placing Ithaqua Station, where they fled under martial law. Commander Keller failed to stop them from escaping. Kite. Commander Kite was stationed on the Venator-class Star Destroyer called the Laudable under Jedi General Eriz Noon. While patrolling the Fu system for Separatist activity, the Laudable was attacked by General Grievous's warship, the Malevolence. Up against the Confederacy warship's twin ion pulse cannons, the Laudable went down alongside the rest of the fleet, resulting in the deaths of Kite, Eriz Noon, and all their forces. This is far from the only commanders slain by Grievous, however, and some defeats were far more embarrassing than others, as we'll soon see. Monk. Commander Monk was a scuba trooper who served under Jedi Master Kit Fisto. His most notable battle was that of Mon Cala, where he served as Red Leader and commanded a company of Grand Army scuba troopers against the separatist aqua droids of Commander Riff Tamson and his Quarren allies. Neo. Commander Neo was the leader of the 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps. Neo and his troops were stationed on the outer rim world of Seleucami under the commander of Jedi General Stas Ali in the final days of the Clone Wars. It was while patrolling the planet's surface alongside Ali that Neo received Darth Sidious's message to execute Order 66. Without hesitation, Neo fired his Bark Speeder's lasers on General Ali, adding her to the list of casualties brought about by the Great Jedi Purge. Oddball. Commander Oddball, whose real name is Davajan, was one of the Republic's most talented pilots, as well as the only one to ascend to the rank of commander. With notable contributions in the Battle of Teth, Umbara, Coruscant, and Utapau, Oddball has extensive battlefield experience. Oftentimes he served under General Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was during the Battle of Utapau that Oddball received Order 66, resulting in him and his squad subjugating the planet. Oddball coordinated unsuccessful efforts to hunt down Kenobi, and later served the Galactic Empire. Pawns. Commander Pawns served under Jedi General Mace Windu, gaining the surly Jedi's explicit trust due to his loyalty. Pawns served in several important battles, including Geonosis, Ryloth, and Malastare. Above all, he was known for his righteousness, and was considered a hero of the Republic for always doing what was right. Because of this, Pawns was known more widely by his name than his number. Thus, when he was facing down death at the hands of Aurra Sing, Pawns presented a final act of defiance by refusing to give her his name, providing his number instead. Red. Commander Red was a standard clone trooper who rose to the rank of commander during the Clone Wars through hard work and perseverance. Unfortunately, Red was killed during the war itself, and along with many other clones, was mourned by the Mandalorian training sergeants Cal Skirata and Weilon Vu. Scorch. Commander Scorch was a member of the elite unit known as Delta Squad during the era of the Galactic Republic. After Order 66, he was involved in the training of first-generation stormtroopers at an Imperial base on the planet Dodaro. It was from this base that Commander Gregor was captured while trying to desert, only to be freed by Clone Force 99. Scorch attempted to recapture Gregor and injure him, but was ultimately pushed back and failed. Later, he would face Clone Force 99 again at Tantis base, during their attempt to rescue Omega. Scorch was no match for Hunter and Crosshair together, however, and was shot off a platform to his death. Tax. Commander Tax served the Grand Army during the Clone Wars loyally. Though there was nothing particularly notable about Tax in the actual Star Wars universe, he does make an appearance in external media. Namely, he's the announcer for the Galactic Republic in the multiplayer mode of 2017 video game Star Wars Battlefront 2. Stone. Commander Stone was a shock trooper who held commander rank in the Coruscant Guard. During the Clone Wars, he served as bodyguard to Jar Jar Binks during an assignment on Florum. Thyre. Commander Thyre was another shock trooper who served in the Coruscant Guard. In the early years of the Clone Wars, he was at General Yoda's side during a mission to Rugosa. There, Thyre was injured but saved by Yoda. This would come full circle at the time of Order 66, when Thyre, now a commander, hunted Yoda alongside his troopers. After Yoda's escape, Thyre and his squad accompanied Emperor Palpatine to Mustafar to rescue Darth Vader. Thorn. Commander Thorn was another member of the Coruscant Guard. Much like Commander Doom, Thorn's designs is based on a Marvel character, in his case, the Norse god Thor. Commander Thorn's helmet bears a pair of small wing designs, and the rotary blaster he wields is eloquently named Hammer. His most notable assignment is to the escort detail of Senator Padme Amidala to planet Scipio. There, after an invasion by the Separatist droid army, Thorn put up a valiant last stand against them, allowing Padme to escape. Trauma. Commander Trauma was an advanced recon force scout trooper who served under Jedi General Halsey. When Devron's Temple of Edict was attacked by Separatist forces, Trauma fought alongside Halsey and his Padawan Nox to defend the temple. Unfortunately, he was quickly slain by Count Dooku's new apprentice, Savage Opress. Voka. Commander Voka served as a stormtrooper commander in the Galactic Empire's 501st Legion, Vader's Fist. After the disappearance of Grand Moff Wilhuff Tarkin's son, Admiral Garrosh, Voka was assigned to a mission with 2 battalions of the 501st to locate the missing admiral. Ultimately, however, the only survivor of this mission was Darth Vader himself. Voka and his stormtroopers were taken by surprise, and killed by Otoan insurgents as a result of the treachery of Captain Shale, an Imperial officer who secretly opposed Palpatine's empire.